Hello, everyone. It's Diane Spadola, and welcome to the Thursday Afternoon Tune-Up. This is episode number 70, and this video series is brought to you by Accelerate Your Success, the business booster program for artists and entertainers. Jump on over to Facebook when I'm done with this, and be sure to join the Accelerate Your Success group. It's free, and in it is all sorts of marketing and business development resources. Think of this video series as your information and inspirational pit stop before the race, which is your weekend. So today, I want to talk about something because it's become readily apparent in our industry that, and I'm not talking specifically about, well, maybe I am talking specifically about party entertainment, but it has been very obvious to those of us who have been face painters that we are going to need to pivot our businesses probably for the remainder of 2020. I don't envision that there will be an opportunity to paint faces until at least October or Halloween timeframe, and maybe not even then. That notion of skin-to-skin contact, having to wear a mask at gatherings, having to paint a child wearing a mask, and for somebody like me, you're talking about a mask with glasses on the top, which is kind of a double whammy for a child that might be a little bit fearful. So I made the decision to kind of hang up my brushes for the remainder of 2020. And I have gone full on into coaching and teaching, and I am launching a membership group. Now, I'll talk to you a little bit more about that in a few minutes, but I want to sort of in general talk to you about the notion of pivoting. Pivoting, it doesn't mean that like you're going away to get new education or develop new schools, or you were a clown before and now you're going to be like a data analyst. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about pivoting. You were headed this way, and now you need to make a course direction and head this way in order so that you can continue to do what you love and continue to support your family to the same extent that you did before, maybe to a bigger extent than you did before. So I want to caution people about all the sales pages that you're getting right now from this consultant and that consultant that are telling you that all you have to do is take their course and you too can earn 6 or 7 figures. That they have launches that bring in well over $100,000 every single time they launch a product. I understand how that works because I've created a course myself. The way that that works is they create a product that's pretty expensive, and then they sell that to people who they perceive need it, okay? And we're talking about products that are, $2,000, $3,000, $10,000, and they sell those courses, and they don't have to sell too many of them to bring in $100,000. I mean, just think about it. You only have to sell 100 $10,000 courses, and you've already had a 6-figure launch. Okay, that's not really realistic in our industry. And if somebody has a course that face painters will pay $10,000 for, I tell them, have at it, because I certainly don't have that idea. But that notion of becoming a one-hit wonder with some good and fantastic, great idea and being able to sell, $1 bajillion of it, that just doesn't happen, really. So I don't want people to think that they can be lazy and have a magic bullet that gets them to that income level that they want. If you're going to pivot your business from where it is now because of COVID-19 and because basically you can't do the work that you were trained to do and that you're used to doing in your business, there's 3 questions that you need to ask yourself. And those 3 questions will get you closer to what your pivot is. Those 3 questions are: first, taking a look at your existing customers and clients. What do they need right now? They don't need face painting. They don't need party entertaining. They don't need somebody to come in and do a magic show for their kids. They don't need somebody to come to their house and draw caricatures. But what do they need? Okay, so that's the first question. And I want you to kind of spin it back to its very root form. You know, what were they looking for when they hired those people in the past? They weren't necessarily looking for kids to have their face painted. They were looking for entertainment. Why did they need entertainment? Answer that question. Why were they having a party? Answer that question. Why? What is the purpose of having a celebration in the first place? Answer that question. So if you spin it back to the very root cause, and the membership group that I'm offering, that I opened last Monday, is going to focus on this for probably the first 2 months. Okay, is what do we pivot our businesses to, and how do we find out what that is, the new thing that we're going to deliver or create. So secondly, the second question is, what can you offer to the people that you already know? Okay, and that's giving your current skill set. All right, whether you're a painter, whether you're a makeup artist, whether you're an airbrusher, whether you're a balloon twister, whether you're a magician, whether you do balloon decor versus balloon twisting of sculptures, whether you're a caricature artist, whether you're a puppeteer, no matter what skill that you are delivering when you go to be a party entertainer, I want you to think, how can that skill be adapted, changed, okay? So that you can continue to do something like that. If you're a painter, is it painting something else? If you're a makeup artist, is it doing portraits on the street or driveways out of chalk? All right. Third, the next question, and this is the last question, is once you've come up with what your people need and what skill and how it needs to be adapted so that you can be the person delivering it, what does it take to deliver the skills or the goods and services in light of this new situation? Okay. Can it be done with social distancing? Can it be done with a mask on? Can it be done wearing gloves? And how is that going to work? Who's going to pay for it? How often are they going to need to get whatever it is? How is it going to be delivered? Is it electronic? Are you going to drop it off at the doorstep? Are you going to set it in the front yard? Are you going to paint it on the driveway? I don't know. But what does it take, like logistically, to deliver the services? That's one of the things. That's the third question. Once you have answers to all 3 of those questions, then you are equipped to figure out what this new business or modification of your old business is going to look like. And then what happens is you fall into the same bucket as every other small business person. You have to attract customers. You have to figure out how to communicate what you do in an easy, memorable fashion. You have to deliver great quality in your product or your service. And you have to plan for big results. And that means everything associated with that, which includes a marketing program, a social media program, ways to track the money, how do you keep track of expenses, okay? All of those things sound overwhelming when you think you have to do them tomorrow. But they're not overwhelming when you break them down into small little chunks and do one thing once a week, okay? So, and if you want to get faster, obviously you would speed up the process a little bit. But doing one action item is going to give you results that you could never get by just having a great idea and then tomorrow having a different great idea and then the day after that having a different great idea. Consistency and action and focus with direction, that's what's going to get you the big results that you want. So I can help, because consistency and simplicity is what I'm all about. I teach marketing not to consultants and business owners or corporate people, at least not anymore. I teach marketing to people like you who are putting themselves out there with a skill, a product, a service, and they need consistent direction to get it going. I also can help you as you pivot to your next thing. But the processes and the procedures and the principles that we follow in marketing anything are the same regardless of what the deliverable is. And that's where I come in, because that's what my expertise is marketing and business development. So simple, consistent actions, and then the membership group is all about support. So not only is it training and focus, but it's also about support along the way, so that if you get stuck, we can help you get unstuck. The name of the membership group that I'm talking about is called The Driver's Seat. You can find it, if you're interested in learning more, at this website, accelerateyourssuccessprogram.com, Driver's Seat. I will continue to make these broadcasts. I hope they continue to be relevant. I thank you for watching, whether you're watching during the original broadcast or whether you're watching during the replay. Let me know if there's something I can help you with, and I look forward to seeing you next week.